cracking, boy? You know what I mean? Are you on?
Okay then, mate. 0-0 against Peterborough. Yeah. Tom's here. Not the best performance, buddy?
Nah, they were awful. Game 3 points missed, well, 2 points, but yeah, frustrating. Like, we're still unbeaten, but we should have won that. They're celebrating like they won something. They just drew at home. They were useless, and we were poor today. We were poor.
What do you think about the changes that were made today?
Well, it didn't want the changes, did it? You win the game, then you go fair play, bit of rotation, but we changed it for no reason today. Morgan Rogers didn't do anything. I thought Stacey was awful. I thought, who was the other one? I can't remember who the other change was, but yeah, Andy come on, livened us up a little bit, but we didn't do enough. We didn't test our keeper enough. They didn't do anything, but
we didn't have 40-odd million parachute payments.
Oh, I grow up.
Yeah, he's talking about the parachute payments. But I tell you what, Peterborough, will they have enough to stay out this season?
They might scrape it, but they celebrated like they'd done something tonight. I mean, they didn't have a shot, but yeah, I mean, he wants to have a word, so go on, have a chat. Come on.
Shouldn't be all this parachute, 40-odd million parachute payments.
Yeah. Good conversation for another day. Dan Hall, do you want to come on? Hello, mate. How are you?
Very well, yourself?
Yeah, a long way to go for something that was quite a poor performance in general.
Yeah, I thought first half was very poor. Didn't create nothing, like you said. Didn't test the keeper. Second half came out the blocks, just huffing, puffing. I thought Brooks was very poor tonight, giving away the ball. Yeah, just lacked that spark. Yeah, just I don't know what happened, but still, it's unbeaten. It's a clean sheet. That's the only positive you can take, isn't it?
We were talking at half time and saying, is it going to be a repeat of Hull? In my eyes, it was, mate.
Yeah, that and Birmingham. There's been 3 or 4 performances like that. We've ground them out. Tonight, just couldn't grind it out. Didn't really have a chance.
It's almost like we tried to kind of like work out the other team first, but it was too late. I mean, we turned it on in the second half a little bit, but Peterborough were pretty resistant, weren't they?
In there, but they're athletes and they get paid good money. They train every day. But on another day, we might have just nicked it 1-0. on to Sheffield United now.
But how are you feeling ahead of that game, though, mate? 'Cause it's not going to be an easy one.
Sheffield United, yeah, I'm confident at home. I think they'll regroup. A few of them went straight down the tunnel, didn't look happy. Billy went straight down, so hopefully they get a kick up the arse and we'll go again.
All right, mate.
But,
take care, mate.
Take care.
Nice back. Cheers, Shane's here. All right, Shane.
Are you going to say?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Is it going to be Europa League or what this season?
No, it's not Europa League. No, to be honest, mate, it's Championship and that.
Yeah.
I'm not that bothered, mate. It's another clean sheet. You get it. Everyone's going, oh, that was shit. It was not great, but it's another clean sheet, mate. And we are going to come up against games like this, aren't we? So I'm not that. You're going to draw games, you're going to win games. I'm not that bothered.
No.
Not that bothered at all, mate. It's another. Yeah.
Well, what do you think of the players that came in today? Jack Stacey over Adam Smith. Adam Smith hadn't done much wrong, really, but Jack Stacey, I think he was quite poor in that right back position today. But I don't know. What you
Possibly,
think?
but you're going to rotate it, and you are going to rotate it over the course of the season. You're going to rotate the team. For me, it's just one of those games, mate. You're going to whip them, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to whip them. Sam, not being rude, mate. I've got to shoot on tight, but
Taser. Yeah.
Taser. We have got to shoot. But thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Hello, mate.
He's
How
got
are you?
Cahill's shirt.
Oh, have you? Yeah, come on, let's see this. Let's see this. Gary Cahill's shirt, a beautiful thing. What is this, match worn today?
Match worn today, yeah.
It looks clean. Shouldn't it be dirty if he's putting it? But anyway, what do you think of that performance, mate?
Well, we need to bury our chances. We create so much. We had most possession, and it's games like these. If we don't win them, we're not going to get promoted. We need to take our chances. It's good we've got a clean sheet, but we need to bury those chances.
Do you think we sort of take a long time to get into games?
We do. We need those first 10-15 minutes. It was Luton, we were a bit shaky, and today, well, we got into it better, but still, we needed to get into it. And there were multiple penalty appeals, but still, we need to, put them aside, and we need to focus on getting it in the back of the net.
Agreed. What player stood out for you, if at all, today?
I thought Rodgers, for a 19-year-old, I thought that was a class game. But Ryan Christie, he done good. I mean, they all done good, but they need to step up if they're going to win the championship.
Yeah, exactly. So Sheffield United next weekend, it's going to be a difficult test. Although they lost 2-0 yesterday at Middlesbrough, they're going to be a difficult side to face, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but the thing I like about Scott Parkett is, well, he knows what to do. So today, when we had Siriki Dembele and Clark Harris up front, Clark Harris, we had Lerma dropped back to make a 5 when we were defending. So he needs to prepare for players like Morgan Gibbs-White, Ollie McBurney to be their main attack and main source of goals, which they will be if we're not careful.
Yeah, we certainly need to be at it at the back, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it, buddy. Hello, mate. How are you?
Sam.
Yeah, not too bad.
Cool.
How are you? I was going to go for a fist bump. Let's go for a
That's
hug. We need,
Keep missing.
mate. We need a bit of that, don't we? A bit of embracing after that performance because it was not.
I know you're talking about Hull slightly better, but I don't think too much better than Hull, really. I'm just going to contradict the last. I thought Rodgers. I don't know. We missed Jaden Anthony down that left. That partnership between Zamora and Anthony, I thought.
Him, Zamora and Philip Billing, they would dovetail quite nicely,
Yeah,
the three of them.
yeah.
And, we also changed our right-hand side completely, and it just seemed to imbalance the sideline.
I totally agree, and I want to give a shout out to Dom. I thought he did good.
Yeah.
I thought he'd pressed well. He did as best as he could, but just always sideways passes, no through balls. We just look lack of ideas. So much possession. I don't know how many shots on target. 1, 2.
It didn't feel like
No, we had so much control, so much possession, and we just couldn't do anything with it. So I don't know if we're going to win the championship, if we're going to even automatic promotion, even playoff places, we need to win games like that, and we're not going to. So, all right, have a safe trip home, Sam.
Yeah, you too, mate. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. We've got Dan Duron is going to have a quick chat as well. We'll bring him in. Hello, mate. You all right?
Oh, yeah, well, I could be better.
Yeah. A long way to come for a drab 0-0, really.
Yeah, I think it resembled a lot of what Hull was. They came for a draw. They got a draw. They put every man behind the ball, and we we weren't creative enough to break them down, unfortunately. Interesting that we didn't start Anthony. That sort of link I felt was missing with Rodgers. Rodgers, I don't think did badly, but I think you really missed that link. And yeah, we just couldn't seem to break down. They were good. They defended well. They came for a point, and they got a point. And they did exactly what they came to do. So credit to them, I guess.
I know we need to rotate players. However, when you've got momentum, it's kind of clear to me that you just need to carry on with momentum, especially as we've got an international break coming up. There was no reason to change it fully, but I suppose it's easy to say that in hindsight, isn't it?
It's the dilemma, is it? Do you switch? Do you? We have got so much depth, but when you have a team that's playing so well together, is there a need for the changes? I don't know. Brooks just hasn't been looking. He's so weird, Brooks. He has magical moments, and then he just sort of looks like he's maybe trying a little bit too hard to sort of stand out. There was that chance at the end, so close, but there were so many nearly moments, but not good enough in the end. And who have we got next? I'm trying to think. Sheffield United at the weekend. Hopefully that's a lot better.
They're a side that have been slightly rejuvenated recently, but they did lose 2-0 yesterday against Middlesbrough, so they're a side that are susceptible to a defeat, especially away, but they'll probably be having a reaction now, and we don't really want to be the first team to be on the wrong end of that.
I think we've got enough to beat them. We should beat them. I think we should have got 3 points here, but I think that'll be a lot more sort of end-to-end stuff. I think we'll have a lot more opportunity to break them down. They'll be coming for the 3 points, so I think that suits us in that sense. They won't be chucking 10 men behind the ball. So yeah, I'm optimistic, and we can come back after. We came back after Hull and still unbeaten at the end of the day, which is one positive I think you can take. But there you go.
It's hard not to be sort of deflated though.
Yeah,
coming all this way,
it really is.
Seeing a performance which feels not quite 100%.
Yeah, it's but these you get games like this, but then you get the great games where you come and you win 3-0, or you get a last minute goal, and it's as I said, still one of the only teams that are unbeaten in the league, and that has to be a positive. And another clean sheet. Defensively, we were great today. Didn't have to do much defending, but when we did what was asked of us, and so that's a few positives. But yeah, it's just a deflating performance, isn't it, really?
Yeah, we've got Steve Hensman who's going to come on as well to say hello. Go on, Steve, you can come and say hello. How are you?
Hi buddy, how are you?
Yeah, hard not to be annoyed, disappointed, deflated, frustrated.
Yes.
Insert word here.
Well, we just didn't show enough, like Dan's just mentioned there. It was memories of Hull, wasn't it? Yeah. And I will say this: I was hoping for a same team as we put up against Luton, but we didn't go that. He made some changes, and I didn't think those changes worked tonight. I thought they were we looked all on the wings, especially. We just looked all out of sorts.
Did you feel as though we thought we could just turn up and beat them? We looked at the league table. They were in 21st place. We had 21 points.
I'd like to think that Scott Parker and any sort of footballing nous kind of guy doesn't have that in his locker. Doesn't think that way. I know it's easy to think that way, but this is a championship, as we've said a million times. Any team can turn up and
disrupt you, and that's totally what Peterborough did tonight. They disrupted us, and we didn't have those link-ups that we had down the wings, and maybe Dom on another day puts that chance away at the end. But I didn't think they showed much, Peterborough. They just defended in a low block. It's just one of those. I'm glad we didn't lose the game. If we'd lost the game, that would have been awful, because I thought we dominated it. But it's a point. It's a point away from home on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, as we are.
And we had a nice time at Charters, didn't we?
Yeah, we did have a nice time at Charters, but you would have liked the win. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst situation in the world, no. But there's improvements. I'm sure Scott Parker will come out and say we can make improvements, which he does every week.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. Well, if you want to have your say, remember you can go to t.me/AFCB podcast and send your video to us in landscape, please, if you can. You can also send it via email, fans@afcbpodcast.com, and also via Facebook Messenger as well. And we'll get it on our next preview show, which is going to be before Sheffield United, and that's coming up on Saturday. Preview show on Friday. Up the Cherries.